All right, we're up and running. We're going to be playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tonight because it might be the last time we play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I might try to play a little bit tomorrow afternoon after work on stream and do one last stream before Switch 2. But I am going to the midnight launch tomorrow night to get my Switch 2, and we will be live streaming that Thursday morning as soon as I get back home. I don't know um, how long the update's going to take when I get home. I was saying I think I'd be up by 1 o'clock and running. I'm going to stream something at least at some point Thursday morning once I get everything updated. Um, but I'll do my best to get some streaming done. I'm planning hopefully by 1 o'clock to be able to start streaming. Um, am online if you are wanting to play. Join in. Very excited about 28 players coming to Mario Kart World. Uh, can't wait to get my hands on that tomorrow night, or rather Thursday, very early morning. So I'll be streaming that here, like I said. Please join me. If you got a Switch 2, join in the game. If not, join in watching. I took Thursday and Friday off of work, so I will be streaming a lot of Switch 2 content all day Thursday, throughout the day, and on Friday. Um, Now, for my games pre-ordered, Mario Kart World obviously had to be one of them, but also I am getting Street Fighter 6. Uh, Now, Thursday morning, it's probably just going to be Mario Kart World. I'm probably not going to start with Street Fighter 6 until um, really later Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon. Uh, but I also pre-ordered two more games today that I was on the fence if I wanted to buy any more games yet or just start with those two. But I did go ahead and pre-order Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD, uh, which I could not pick up at Best Buy. In fact, they were sold out at Best Buy. I pre-ordered it through Walmart to be shipped to me. So I will get that. And I know it's a game key card, but I'll get that sometime Friday or Saturday, hopefully. And then the other game, I did pre-order Cyberpunk from Best Buy, but Best Buy no longer had Cyberpunk available to pre-order to pick up in store, so I had to have that shipped. Um, I think they're going to ship it on Thursday, so I'm not going to have Cyberpunk till Friday or Saturday. They said Friday, so I might be able to stream some of that, maybe Friday night, um, but we'll see. But my main things I'm going to be streaming, at least to start, are going to be Mario Kart, and we'll be getting to Street Fighter 6 as well. All right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. That was a bit of luck having that star during the lightning, at least. Hmm. I knew I was going to hit that stupid banana. Oh gosh. I was terrible. Got distracted a moment there. All right, I'll stick my face up on here. Go to my scene 2 here. So, what's better? That angle better? All right. Here we go. I'm actually kind of glad that red shell hit me. I think I would have, well, not that one, but if that first one didn't hit me, I think I would have gone off the course. I was not doing too hot there. I'm looking forward to all the unlockables. I'm not sure what all, besides the new costumes, I don't know if there'll be unlockable courses or anything special to unlock in Mario Kart World. I've tried not to really watch too much of the initial trailers for the game and what they showed on the Nintendo Direct. So I'm hoping there'll be some surprises in store for me on a lot of the stuff. There are a couple things maybe that have been spoiled, like I found out about the, I saw the video somebody was talking about with the some of the challenges you can do on the, out on the world in the game, which I think is a cool feature. I'm curious to see all of the characters in the game, and if there's any characters that are not available from the get-go that you do have to unlock. And I wonder in the future, not to think too much about the future of the game, but I wonder if there's going to be any type of DLC in the future of Mario Kart World. And I was surprised there was a DLC for this game eventually, but I'm glad they added it. They added so much to the game with it. Even though some of them were reused courses from Mario Kart on the phone tour. Is that it? Mario Kart Tour. A lot of them were they had some new courses at least. I think almost one new course with each track, which was nice. All right. Gosh, it's so hung up there. Hmm. Thought I was going to be able to get past that. Now I went from second to eighth really fast. That's the way Mario Kart goes. Back in second for now. Man. Wow. That guy just got me off third, though. That's not bad. So I've added a poll. How many years do you think until Switch 2? Now, I would say I'm thinking at least 4 years. Obviously, they're not even working on it yet, since right now it is Kirby Air Ride being worked on by that team. Um, so I would guess at least, at the least, I would say 3 years, but I'm going to say 4 years. Um, but what do you think? Could be longer. Uh, Unfortunately, I know it's very popular. I mean, I'd spent a lot of time not playing Smash online, and the other last week we played online, and there were a lot of people still playing, and I was I wish I didn't spend so much time not playing online. I don't think I've played online at all until last week, and it was really good. Had a lot of fun. Had good connections. This is one of those courses that was on the DLC that is really cool, but I have not played it a lot. I do not know it that well. I mainly know anything that was in Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. I know best because I played it so much. But yeah, a lot of the DLC I have not played through a lot. there might be some that I've never played. And I do wonder if today and tomorrow are going to be the last days I touch this game. After, I mean, I don't really normally go back to any older Mario Karts, except maybe if some friends want to play 64, I'll play 64 just for, we used to play battle mode on that a lot. Uh, but I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes Double Dash. Double Dash definitely had some different mechanics, so that's fun to go back to every now and then. It's very rare, and I'd have to just be around friends that want to play it at the time. So I don't know if this one will really get played. We never really played this as much. We played it in person together, but normally I play this online with people, so I'm not sure if my friends will be playing in the older games now. But I'll get the most out of this that I can today and tomorrow. Yeah, World looks like it's going to be a brand new level event, so nice. Maybe I shouldn't have gone all the way up there. Maybe I should not have. But that's okay. One of the best things in Mario Kart 8 um, with older courses was when they took some of those very flat courses like these Game Boy Advance courses like Cheeseland and made them just basically remade the courses from the ground up. Uh, Gave really new life to it. Even some courses like from Mario Kart 64, the way they've just been rebuilt over the years um, as those nostalgic courses that have been brought back when they've remade them. I think it's really helped out, especially something like Rainbow Road from N64, how they turned it from a 3-lap huge course into basically one lap that's broken up into 3. Um, really helps it not feel as long and drawn out. I still love the original because, of course, you have all those shortcuts that were available in N64. And maybe something like that's going to be available in Mario Kart World. Maybe we'll have some shortcuts to take in some of these courses again. I think that would be a lot of fun. Seems like a lot of times now you can't really go off track in certain areas without being brought back, but with the way the courses are being built, maybe that's going to make for some shortcuts again. Ah. I mean, I could do with them taking out the blooper. It's irritating sometimes. Does anybody have any items in Mario Kart they'd like to see taken out? Or any that you'd like to see come back that have been gone for a while? I did see that it looks like I guess the giant mushroom is coming back, which is cool. Nice. Now I think I'll probably be playing now till about 11:30. It is 10:42 now, so about 50 more minutes we'll play. Um, Want to get a lot of time in, but also don't want to stay up too late. Want to get a good amount of sleep. I am working tomorrow, so I'll work from 8 to 4:30, and then I will come back here, and I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably stream a little bit tomorrow before I head out. There's no reason for me to get to Best Buy super early. Um, the pre-order stuff's going to be there for me to pick up, so all I need to do is just make sure that I do get there for it. So I'm thinking 11 o'clock. They close at 8 o'clock. I don't see any reason to be there at 10 o'clock. I don't want to stand outside for 2 hours. I'm trying to remember what I did with the Wii or with the Switch, but I can't really remember. Um, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, I was going to make a video to post ahead of time about when I waited for the launch of the original Switch, but I think we're just going to put that together with a video talking about this launch maybe next week. Because I definitely want to talk about the game selection. Now, I think the only thing I bought on the original release was Breath of the Wild, since that did release on the same day, which is a great game. But thinking about it, when that launched, Breath of the Wild, they had a collector's edition that added a Switch case with it, which I've talked about in another video briefly. One of my live videos I talked about it, but it's a nice Switch case, and there's nothing like that for any of the games for this at this time for the Switch 2. Um, I wish like one of them had a special edition like that. I do think Cyberpunk's including some stuff in it. Um, like it looks like I saw a picture and there's some physical stuff, but I'm not sure. I do appreciate CD Projekt Red for making the game on the cartridge. You know, that's been a big point of contention lately, is that the you know, all the game key cards that aren't actual games, and while certain games are actually going to be the game on the card. Yeah, I see the point of where people are irritated by that. I don't really know yet I don't know much about it. I mean, it's at least you can still resell it, but things like having the extra code in Street Fighter for the DLC stuff will make it more less appealing, even though it could be resold. I don't know. I'm no expert on that stuff. I just like to play the games. In fact, one thing I neglected to do, and you will notice if you are big into it, is that I did not get a new capture card. I'm still using the same Elgato capture card I've had for a while. I didn't get a 4K capture card, so um, my captures for the Switch 2 might not be as good as some others. For the time being, I will upgrade. Um, I've had a lot of other big purchases I've had to do lately, so I'm not as worried about it right now. I'll still be able to stream. I just won't have that card yet. So just keep that in mind, because I don't think my current card can do 4K. It's an older one. Uh, sure hope we get Rainbow Road. Probably not. There's four of us that pick Rainbow Road. Nope. DS Mario Kart Circuit or Mario Circuit. I remember when the DS, or not DS, I'm thinking about old DS was a lot of fun, except for online. Online was crazy on the DS. Um, played that was the one I played the most online at. That was the first one in online, I think, wasn't it? It was crazy because Mario Kart DS was very the people that could snake well could really snake in that game and get really far ahead of the competition online. I don't want to say it was broken. I mean, it was something people were able to do. It's not like they were cheating. They weren't cheating, but I could never snake, and I didn't have fun if I was even trying to learn how. Just wanted to race. So I'll never be top tier, but I can do okay sometimes. When the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart came out, um, I had not I had played Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, but I never owned it, so I didn't play it a lot. Mario Kart 64 was really my first Mario Kart that I owned, that I played a lot, that I really got into. So going to that flat style on Game Boy Advance was interesting. Uh, I did good on the Game Boy Advance. I unlocked everything on there and was able to eventually get good at it. But going back to those games now, I am really not very good at Super Nintendo, Super Mario Kart, or at Mario Kart on Game Boy Advance. Those are just not my cup of tea. Um, 64 is a classic. Um, I've probably talked about it before, and I'll probably talk about it this weekend, but our starting Thursday night this weekend. But one of my big Mario Kart memories is that my friends Matt and Sang, um, maybe Sam too, but I know Matt and Sang for sure, got Mario Kart 64 for me for the N64 uh, for my birthday. But the only thing is, when I unwrapped the present, it was already open because when they bought the game, they opened it up so they could play it before they gave it to me for my birthday present, and I never forgot about that. I think it's funny now. I was kind of irritated at the time because they opened the present before they gave it to me, but it is what it is. Uh, I miss those guys. I haven't seen them in a long time. Um, I mean, Matt, sometimes I've seen him online playing stuff, but I've never, even though we've added each other on the Switch, I've never actually played anything with him, and it might be his kids playing with that username, so I don't know. But I would love to get together with those guys and play Mario Kart 64 again one day. We used to play it all the time. Oh my gosh. Love how chaotic this course is. I thought I could cut through. I'm just getting mushrooms. I'd love to get something better. We're on the last lap. Oh gosh. Everybody cut close and let me up there. Man. Hate to see it. Oh, again, 64 Rainbow Road again. What do we get? Maple Tree Way. This is a fun course. Not my favorite, but sometimes I can do well on it, sometimes I can't. So we'll see how it goes. All right. I don't know why I went that way. We're off to a fantastic start on this course. Let's see what happens. Maybe I can catch up. What? Oh my gosh. I don't know if the thing took me off course or why that just happened, but I'm not a fan of whatever I just did. And I see why I curved that way last time. Oh gosh, that was a really good use of that sound box. I don't think I've ever blown anybody off the bridge like that before with it. Kudos to them. Good grief. Just doing awful. Hmm. So many stars. I keep doing that every time. Like, I am not paying attention to where I'm going or something. Oh well. At least I wasn't last this time. Alright. Waluigi Pinball is probably the best, or my favorite course on the DS. Not necessarily the best, but my favorite. Um, really fun one. I put a poll up, but I don't know if it's displaying properly. I guess it was displaying properly. Nobody answered it. That's okay. Uh, not sure how many. It's an interesting thought, though. Smash Brothers will be good. I'm assuming we'll get a Smash at some point on Switch 2. Um, my other message on there, I am just 8 subs away from 500. I am hoping to hit that. Um, hopefully by the weekend, I will have gotten the 8 subs over the course of the Switch 2 stuff. I'm hoping some people are going to watch and enjoy the footage I'm putting out and sub. So we get those. That would be fantastic. Then I'll be halfway to my next goal of 1,000. I think I'll hit it eventually one day. It'd be great to hit it sometime next year, if possible. But I gotta start, I gotta start putting more content out more regularly. I am still working on repairing the pinball machine. That's coming along. I've never done it before, so uh, it's a new thing for me to learn. But I'm hoping I'll be able to get it up and running. I did find out. I haven't made a video on it yet, but the flippers do not work, so I've got to replace the mechanism in the machine. So that's one of the holdups on me making videos, restoring my dad's pinball. So I've got to get those mechanisms. I've got to buy those, and I want to make sure I get the right thing. And so I just got some research I need to do, and then I thought that was gonna last. And then on top of that, just getting that ball return mechanism fixed as well. I might have to buy new parts for that. And since it's all, this actual mechanical pinball machine, so this is all new to me. I don't want to waste money trying to get it fixed. If I make a couple of mistakes along the way, that's okay, but generally I would like to get it fixed, correctly, properly. I will get some more arcade content up as well soon. I saw something I might buy, and it was a really good price because it's not working. I would have to fix it. It's a real arcade cabinet, and I've never dealt with a real arcade cabinet before. That's the only thing that's really, well, one of the only things that's really keeping me back. The second is space. Where would I put it? And that's something I'm trying to figure out. I might have a place to put it. And if it's still available when I am done cleaning up after I put my new couch in and everything, I got my new couch this last week. Um, but if I'm able to get everything situated, uh, then I will definitely uh, buy this if it's still available. It's a Miss Pac-Man arcade cabinet, original Miss Pac-Man. It's 150, so it's not a bad price for a full-size cabinet, except it doesn't work. And they didn't say why it's not working. That's the one thing that concerns me. Does it need a new monitor? Because if it needs a whole new monitor, that could be a big issue. Is it's something else electrical that just needs to be fixed that I can maybe fix? Um, so I might at least message them just to see if I can get some details on if they know what's messed up. Because if it's something I think I can do, and it's not going to be too expensive to fix up, then I might be in for that. You know, I've always talked about how much I regretted not getting that Karate Champ arcade cabinet for $100 that was in perfect order. When I had that opportunity years and years and years ago, back before I thought home arcade was even a thing possible for me. So if I pass this up, would that be a big mistake? Especially because it's not unaffordable for me. I could afford it, right? Even with all the Switch 2 stuff and everything, I could afford to get this cabinet. Also, they didn't just have a Miss Pac-Man. They have another picture in that same cabinet of a Centipede. Is that available also? I don't know. One thing I do know is I'd have to get somebody to help me haul it. Either that or I'd have to rent like a U-Haul maybe. I'm less worried about that part of it. I can handle that. Just if I can fix it or not, if it's something I can do, and if that happens though, you'll hear it from me. Hey, I got first. All right. Might be the last first ever get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But that's good. I'm glad I got first. I wanted at least one tonight, so I usually at least want one first place every time I'm playing online. That doesn't always happen, but when it does, that's always good. So, the more I think about it, the more I think I am going to get that Miss Pac-Man. I wonder if it's that CRT monitor, and if the CRT monitor in it is messed up, then and I have to replace it, that's going to be tough. But it'd be a big first step into a real arcade cabinet. And 150 is not bad. I don't think it's bad, even if it's not working. Especially if it turned out to be something simple to fix. I might inquire into it. The paint job wasn't a paint job. It wasn't all perfect, but I can always fix that up. It still looked pretty good. and it was authentic. Because a lot of times when I see people post on Marketplace and they post these arcades, they're like multi-cades that have been made out of regular arcades and stuff like that. But and anything that's broken can be fixed, right? So I should go for it. It's not often the arcade cabinet gets posted in my area for under 200 bucks. A real arcade cabinet. I will at least message them about it tomorrow or later tonight and see what's wrong with it. Even if I don't go any further than that. But if I do buy it, that's going to be a big thing on this channel, is me trying to restore Miss Pac-Man cabinet. But I feel like I need to finish my dad's pinball machine first, so one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Oh, I didn't realize that was lap 3. Oh. What time is it? 11:09. Yeah, we got about 20 more minutes of Mario Kart tonight. Um, and then I'm going to play a little bit tomorrow after work and before I go to Best Buy tomorrow night for the midnight launch. Now, when I play tomorrow, I'm going to play Mario Kart, but I'm also going to play some Fortnite on the Switch one last time to see those Fortnite graphics on the Switch so we can compare it to Fortnite on the Switch too, because I will be downloading Fortnite on the Switch too pretty much right away. But again, we're going to be playing Mario Kart World first thing when I get back from the midnight launch. So I will have that running live on here, at least after I set up the Switch 2 and after I get the game, any kind of update I have to do and all that stuff will be up and running after that. So I'm hoping by 1 a.m. on Thursday, 1 a.m. Eastern, that I will be playing the Switch 2 online. So if you want to watch, please come back. Watch. I will post my friend code if anybody wants to friend me then and join in. I'm assuming it'll be the same friend code as the Switch, but I'm not sure. And some of this is also dependent on if I'm going to have to. I think I can go ahead and start my Switch up and link it without doing the whole upload over from the original Switch to the Switch 2. And I definitely don't think I have the space for all my Switch 1 stuff yet, because I haven't bought a new 1 terabyte card, and I have a lot of stuff on my card right now. So I think I'm not going to worry about transferring everything over. Might be on a game-by-game basis at first. But we'll see about that. Is this a random course, or people just pick this one? This course is fine, but I just feel like this course is kind of boring. It's not my favorite. Anybody that's watching right now, how are you doing? Thank you for joining the channel tonight. I did not see that blue shell when I hit that. I was just trying to get my mushroom. I did not mean to mess up that blue shell, but that's okay. I don't think it was going to get me in first anyway. But it might have got that second place guy in first place. Right. Having a much better showing now than at the beginning of the night. Top 3, that's great. Um, I'll do random. Did not want to do any of those courses. I was hoping it would pop up again for Rainbow Road 64. But alas, I guess not. Sorry if I'm a little quiet right now. Hey, Galaga guy. Earlier, Galaga guy, I was saying that there's somebody near me that posted a Miss Pac-Man that does not work. Miss Pac-Man, original Miss Pac-Man cabinet, real deal for 150 bucks on Marketplace. I'm thinking about going to get it. It's 150 is not bad, and I just don't know if it's something I can fix or not. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Yeah, I'm getting a little practice in before, uh, but I also just want to spend a little more time with this game before I probably am not going to touch this game again, maybe ever. I don't. There's a lot of old Mario Karts I don't play anymore when the newer ones come out. So, um, I mean, the only ones I think that I ever play sometimes, rarely, is 64 and maybe Double Dash if some of my friends want to play those. But generally, if we're playing Mario Kart, we're usually just playing whatever the most recent one is. Or I'm playing the most recent one there is. I'll also stream a little bit tomorrow. Phoenix Monitor. Yeah, I just wanted to play Miss Pac-Man. I want to restore it as best as I can to a regular one. If I can avoid, I don't know anything about Phoenix monitors. Is that like is that a flat panel, or is it like a? I mean, I'd like to get a CRT in it, but yeah, even if I had to restore it with a flat panel, that would be fine. The monitor might be fine. I don't know what's wrong with it. That's what I need to find out. Um, but I would love to make it as original as possible. Yeah, thanks, Gallagher guy. Yeah, smack the like button. uh, I will be. I'm hoping I'll pick up these 8 subs that I need while I'm streaming Switch 2 content starting Thursday early morning. Um, Hopefully, I'll pick up get to 500 by Saturday. So that's my goal right now that I've kind of set for myself. I've been inching closer and closer to that 500. Um, I think there will be enough interest in the Switch 2 that that's going to get me there. I hope. We'll see. Mm. Yeah, I think I am going to do a. I'm going to measure some stuff here to make sure I can get that cabinet in here, and I think I will contact them about that. Yeah, I think even if I had to fix the board, um, like all I'm thinking is I could buy the cabinet. I don't have to fix it right now. I can fix it over time, and in the end, I will have a real working Miss Pac-Man. And I've never had a real arcade cabinet, and that's one of my favorite games anyway. So, I mean, it's. I'm gonna message them at the very least. I'm gonna message them and see if they know what's wrong with it. Um, if and that way I'll know if it's the monitor or not. And I was saying earlier, if you weren't here, Galaga Guy, it just makes me think like I regret the time that uh, way back before Arcade One Up, there was a drive-in theater that was selling their Karate Champ. It was a working Karate Champ, perfect working Karate Champ. They were selling it for $100, because I asked them about it, and I did not buy it. At the time, I didn't have my own place. I was living with a friend, and um, I should have bought it and just stored it at my parents' place or something. Even though I would have driven a few hours to take it to them, I probably should have done that until I was out on my own. But yeah, I'm 150. I'm thinking if nobody's grabbed it, I'm going to get it. It's been bothering me all day. I'm like, can I afford it? I can afford it, so I should do it. So, yeah, that's too good a price to pass up. I do hope it's mostly clean inside of the cabinet, not really dirty. I might have to clean it out, open it up and clean it out before I bring it into my place if I am able to buy it. Um, so we'll see what happens. I'll definitely keep everybody updated. Whew. Yeah, I don't know why I passed on that Karate Champ. Still, that irritates me to this day. Um, yeah, Miss Pac-Man. I like Pac-Man fine, but yeah, Miss Pac-Man I've always liked better. It's I think it's a better game. Um, I prefer I guess it's more random, and I prefer that. Uh, I've kind of talked myself into it now, into it now, so I'll uh, I'll definitely have to check with them. I also don't know. They had a centipede in a picture too on that same listing, but they didn't have centipede listed. So I don't know if that already sold or what. But at the very least, I need to ask some questions to them. A lot of people dropped out. Now I will have to, if I want it to look really nice, I might have to replace some of the artwork on it um, because it was pretty faded out in the picture. Although part of me says keep it that way because it's really authentic that way, but I would probably look into really restoring it and making it really pretty. Um, Now, for as much as I was talking about earlier, and I may have been talking to myself, but I was talking about how a lot of the Super Nintendo and DS and Game Boy Advance courses weren't flat like they were anymore. This one is still flat. I'm not a fan of the flat courses. I was never good on the Super Nintendo game. Uh, so I was somehow really good on the Game Boy Advance game. I did everything on it, but yeah, the Super Nintendo game I was never that great at. But I like things like that got completely remade, where they're oh, felt like I lost control of the freaking cart for a second. Um, I was doing really good for a second there. Another first. Excellent. Yeah, Mario Kart 64 is the one that really grabbed me into the Mario Kart games. That's the one I really love. I don't know if I ever played Amsterdam Drift or I know I've done London Loop, but I'm just not as big on as big on these tour courses. But I am glad they added them into this game. All the DLC was very welcome. It really helped keep this game fresh, and it's crazy how long Mario Kart 8. Like if you consider Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, even though Deluxe has a lot of better features like having two items and everything, uh, but just the longevity of this game has been fantastic. I hope Mario Kart World will be able to be as long lasting as this game. 11:25. I will do two more races, I think, and then call it a night. I want to get plenty of sleep before work because I definitely want to be well rested since I'm going to be going to that midnight launch tomorrow night. Um, I'll stream some more though, like I said, after work tomorrow. So if everybody wants to watch some more Mario Kart stuff um, and get a final look at how bad Fortnite looks right now on the Switch, since we're going to compare it to the Switch 2 version. Um, check that out tomorrow afternoon, probably about 5:30. I will be streaming. I'm thinking maybe 5:30 to, I don't know, whenever I want to stop. I'm not going to go super early to Best Buy uh, because everything's pre-ordered. There's no point in me standing around for 3 hours. I don't think I think maybe I'll get there around 11, maybe 10:30, but I don't think there's any reason for me to get there earlier than that, other than just to the excitement of it, maybe. But if I am there pretty early, I am going to do some, I might do some live streaming while I'm actually there live. So we'll see about that too. Probably not in store. I don't want to hold anybody up because I'm trying to film something or do anything like that. I just want to go in and get my stuff. My main concern is getting back here and getting everything streaming So we're going to try to get that stream up and running as soon as possible when we get back to the house. Because anybody that doesn't have a Switch 2 yet, I want to be able to see how the online is on Mario Kart World. And it'll be kind of interesting too going into Mario Kart World um, without playing any of the single player content. I never do that. I always play single player stuff through first on Mario Kart. But this is going to be the first time I'm going to go straight into the online um, and race against people because I'm very excited about 24 player online Mario Kart. I think it's going to be insane. Um, I'm really curious about how it's going to be with the 20 coins as well instead of 10 coins. Um, yeah, I will do a live stream while I'm there. I did reserve a Switch 2. Well, the long story is I did not get a reservation in, but a guy at work got a reservation in at Best Buy and at Target, and he was going to cancel his Best Buy one. Um, he was originally going to give it to his kids, but then he decided he wasn't. He was going to just cancel that one. But he found out I was not able to get mine in at Best Buy like I was trying to do. So he basically just let me give him the money for that pre-order. So just at cost. So I basically just paid him for the Switch 2. And he was able to put it in my name, which was really cool for me to pick it up. So I will be getting the Switch 2 at Best Buy tomorrow at the midnight launch. And I also pre-ordered Street Fighter 6 there. And for anybody also that wasn't here earlier, I also today pre-ordered 2 more games. I've been on the fence about pre-ordering anything else yet. I was just going to start with Street Fighter 6 and Mario Kart, but I decided to go ahead and pre-order Cyberpunk. So when I pre-ordered it at Best Buy, though, they no longer had any available for pickup. So they're actually shipping it to me, so I may not have that till Friday or Saturday. And then the other game I really wanted, the Bravely Default remaster. I love Bravely Default, and I heard that it was harder to get your hands on that physical copy of the game, even though it's a key card. I know it's a little controversial, but I still wanted to have that physical. So I did get a pre-order in today at Walmart. They were the only place I could find it still available. And so I got a pre-order in for Bravely Default. And again, I couldn't pick it up, but they're shipping it. And it's still shipping like on release day, so I'll have it either Thursday or Friday, I think. So I'm not sure when we'll play some of those online, or if I'll make videos on those, but we'll do some of that live as well at some point. But we're going to start focusing on Mario Kart for the first game, and then Street Fighter. I'm really glad we got this for the last course of the night because I was trying. This came up twice earlier, and I really wanted to race this course, and didn't come up. Not because I'm necessarily really great at it, but 64, one of my favorite Mario Karts. I have so many fond memories of it, and of this track in particular. I mean, the original version of it, even though it was super long, that kind of made it annoying sometimes. But I like how they broke this up into 3 sections of the lap. I have not played more Astral Chain yet. I was going to keep doing that live stream, and I just haven't done it yet. I am going to. That's my plan. I'm going to finish it on a stream, but I really enjoyed what I played of it. So that'll be coming up too in the future. But next up, I'm just going to focus on Mario Kart and and Street Fighter 6 and some other Switch 2 stuff going into next week, and then maybe I might do a little Astral Chain next week. We might see if there's any I know it's not supposed to have any improvements on the Switch, but we might. It's on the Switch 2, but we might see how it plays on the Switch 2. Um, but yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like the video, subscribe if you're not. Um, I will, like I said, I'll stream a little bit tomorrow afternoon. Uh, I might stream at the midnight launch, depending on how well my phone is running to stream it. And I'll definitely be streaming when I get home and I get everything set up. So I will see everybody tomorrow. Have a great night and take care.